for a battered and broken Himachal, rethinking development and ecology. Himachal, once known as the land of serene mountains and rivers, is now battling an ecological crisis of its own making. The Supreme Court's recent observations during a case on Shimla's Green Belt issue have sounded an urgent alarm. The court warned that if things continue as they are, the day isn't far when Himachal could vanish from the map due to unchecked environmental degradation. The court's decision to register a suo motu writ petition gives hope to environmentalists. It signifies a chance for a new direction, one that values sustainable development over reckless construction. Despite having a robust set of environmental policies and laws, the state's governance has remained largely on paper. Most impact assessments and environmental clearances are treated as formalities, a box-ticking exercise. The article calls for genuine implementation of these laws, not just documentation. Take hydropower projects, for example. They may look green, but in reality, they fragment rivers, block sediment flow, affect aquatic life, and alter entire ecosystems. Even projects under 2 MW are permitted in eco-sensitive zones, but do they really have no impact? These are the questions the court must press the state to answer. Then comes the highway construction fiasco, especially the Bilaspur-Manali-Leh highway. Roads are being built in fragile mountain terrain without scientific planning. Explosives, slope cutting, and debris dumping into rivers are turning the hills unstable. Reports suggest that project ropes were prepared in offices, ignoring ground realities. Despite guidelines from the Ministry of Road Transport limiting road width to protect the ecology, violations continue. Moreover, environmental impact assessments are often split into smaller projects to bypass scrutiny. The National Highways Authority of India and the state must be held accountable for ignoring hazard and vulnerability studies that could have prevented repeated landslides and floods. Himachal has seen major disasters in 2023 and 2025, floods, landslides, and extreme rainfall. But were all these truly cloudbursts, or simply results of unplanned urbanization and encroachment along rivers? Despite having 5 major river systems, Beas, Ravi, Sutlej, Yamuna, and Chenab, floodplain zoning and regulation are missing. The state boasts of strong environmental policies, from plastic bans to ecotourism strategies, but the results on the ground tell a different story. Catastrophes that were once rare have now become routine, exposing the failure of sustainable governance. The article concludes with a powerful calling: development in Himachal must integrate climate change projections, disaster risk reduction, and true accountability. Otherwise, the very mountains that define its beauty may crumble under the weight of neglect. For UPSC aspirants, this editorial connects directly with GS Paper 3 topics: environmental ethics, disaster management, sustainable infrastructure, and judicial intervention in environmental governance.